One of my favorite cards is Nine of Water, which actually says your wish will come true, concerns fade away, love of life. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Soulful Intuitive. I wanted to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I want to start something new today because our channel is called the Soulful Intuitive, and we keep talking about intuition. And I have talked about channels that, like Baba Jolie's channel, that does tarot card reading and channeling. Obviously, these people are extremely gifted, but we all have that gift of intuition. It's just like any other talent that the more we use it, the better it gets. So I just want to introduce you to my deck of cards. It's called Angel Tarot Cards, and obviously it's very worn out because I use it a lot, and I wanted to give a little lesson on how to use it for those of you who are new to tarot cards. It's nothing voodoo-y or demonic or anything negative that's attached to it. So just throw all of that out of the window because it is just a way for us to get in touch with our own wisdom. So you get your cards and then you just shuffle. So basically when you're shuffling, you're putting your own energy in your cards, and you can look at it. Sometimes I look at it when I'm shuffling, or I just look out the window, and then you quiet your mind. It's actually quite meditative when you're doing it. And then you just think about what you want your reading to be about. You can do it for yourself and you can do it for others. Generally speaking, don't ask a broad question, because then you're going to get a broad answer that might not make sense to you. But, sometimes you want to get a little bit of insight. Let's say if you're at work and there's someone at work that you either have a crush on or you're not getting along with, or if you're an employer and you're considering hiring someone, and you've checked all the references and you just want a little bit of the voice from the beyond to tell you whether you're making the right decision or not. So as you're shuffling, you're connecting with that all-knowing inside of you, and also you want to always take a look at the cards that pop out if you're thinking about something, because sometimes those cards have messages for you, and sometimes you just are not holding your cards properly, so they just fall right out. But sometimes I'm just reading for myself or my friends, and then a card jumps right out, and that's the answer that they wanted. They look at it and then they scream with joy, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't know, like, how did it know that I was thinking about this? But anyhow, it's always important to center yourself before doing your reading. Also, wash your hands, cleanse the room, maybe light a candle, just set the mood, because you want to make sure that you're in your body, and you want to make sure that you're connected to that portal. And also, don't be hard on yourself. Don't expect too much of it if you're a beginner. Just have fun with it. And sometimes, you shuffle, and then there's like a feeling inside of you that goes, you know what, I'm done shuffling. So today we're just going to do like a general reading for just people who are watching this episode, if there's a message in general for the audience. And so once you get that shuffling feeling that you need to shuffle more, when you settle that feeling and you feel like, okay, no, you know what, it's pretty shuffled. And so what I do is when I'm done with shuffling, I just tap 3 times on it. It's just a habit. And then you get your deck, and then you cut it in 3. You basically put it down, and then you cut it in 3 parts. And then, so now I want to show you, we have three parts. And then, so I get the one in the middle, I put it on the one on the right, and then I put the whole thing on the left. And then you start from the card on top, and you just do your spread. Sometimes you just want to do a 3-card spread, which is past, present, future. You can do that. And there's also another spread called Celtic spread, where you can just Google it, because it actually shows you how to do it and what every card means. But basically, the first card is what you're reading about. The second card is the challenges. The third card is your subconscious or your unconscious. The card after that is the past. The card after that is your conscious, like what's on your mind. The card after that is near future. And then the last 4 cards, the card after that is your power in this situation, what you bring to the table. The card after that is the effect of other people around you. The card after that is your fears or your hopes. And the last card is your conclusion. And just like that, you can, I wish that I could show you the spread, but my camera is stationary, so maybe I'll take a picture of it and we attach it after we're doing the editing. But so basically, you just do a little reading. Every deck comes with a book, and then you can just basically flip through it and find the cards that came out and then read them. And every card has quite a few meanings, so just read through all of them and then see which one of them makes sense to you, because sometimes a word or an explanation makes more sense to you, resonates more with you, and then you put it all together and it gives you an overall feeling. Also, you want to keep an eye on repeating numbers. So then in this spread, I have 3 5s, so 555. So what I do is I Google what is multiple numbers in tarot card means, and quite a few links show up. So 5 usually is a sign of change. Something's changing. So 555 is that on steroids. It's just telling you, ooh, like there's a lot of change that are on the horizon. And but that is not a bad thing. Change is a part of life. It's one of the constants in this world. Everything is always changing, but it could be changed for better, and sometimes maybe things get worse before they get better. Either or. Don't be afraid of it. Just like always read your cards with positive energy. Don't go to the dark place. I spend quite a lot of money on psychic readers, and some of them are very positive and some of them aren't. So if you go into a reader or someone that does divination and you already bring your fears and your anxiety, they might feed on that because that's what you brought in. But overall, one of my favorite things that Baba Jolie says, because there's a card in this in the tarot card deck that's called the Death card, the number 13, and her and a bunch of other tarot readers call it new beginning, because guess what? After every ending, there is a new beginning. So just like that, when you see it in your spread, death is not, like 99.999% of the time, is not about anyone dying. It's just about ending a cycle. It could be that you finished university and you're done. It could be you're done with your training. It could be that you're done with your diet. It could be that, it's the end of a relationship. Or it could be it's an end of a volatility in your relationships. It could be that you're done with a certain haircut that you've been sporting for the past how many years. It could be that you're just no longer interested in the same talks and topics and the group of people that you've been spending most of your time with. So, and I don't know why that came to me, but I'm actually going to talk about that too, because that's something that also I've been hearing a lot from my friends and my clients, that most of us are tired of the status quo and of just the same old and the same group of people that we've been hanging out with maybe all our lives. Obviously, we all have family and friends that we love. That doesn't mean that the love is not there, but sometimes you're just interested in new adventures, new topics, because as you change, the world around you will change as well. So I personally, for example, have been very interested in spending my time with my friends and clients who are very interested in spirituality, and we sit for hours talking about our newest obsession. What has it been lately that we've been spending time on to educate ourselves on? And I like that. Those are the things. Like before, it used to be politics. I used to be very interested in politics, and unfortunately, I'm kind of bored of politics because I have learned what I needed to learn, and I feel like it's a bit of a repetitive cycle, and so I'm giving it a break, and I'm just wholeheartedly pursuing spirituality, anything that has to do with metaphysics, with the other realms, and any way that I can work on sharpening my intuition and sharpening my gifts that I have to share, and my friends and the people that are very interested in the same topics are also sharing their journey and what they've been doing to get it better. And there's nothing wrong with wanting something different and wanting a new tribe, or dipping your toes into uncharted territories that you otherwise would have not even thought of, let alone allowing yourself to go that way. But I'm looking at the spread, and obviously this is very general for everyone who's watching. We have, water suits air, earth, and fire. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 water cards, and then we have 2 fire and 1 earth. Actually 2 earths and 1 air. Which one of my favorite cards is 9 of water, which it actually says your wish will come true, concerns fade away, love of life. And the conclusion card is 8 of water, and 8 of water has a lot of meanings, but in this particular spread, what the last meaning, it says spiritual and emotional growth. So I think that what this deck is telling us is the water suits are all about our emotions and our intuitions. And of course, this whole episode is about how to get better with tuning in and with sharpening your intuition. So sure enough, most of the cards that popped out are the water cards. And of course, the best one is the 9 of water. It just, I guess, is allowing you to go in and allow yourself to do something you've never done before, and to dare to be adventurous and just have fun with it. It is a lot of fun. I kind of find that when I come home at the end of the night and I really don't want to do anything, I just shuffle, and then I see what cards pop out and I read the meanings, and your mind kind of goes where it needs to go in order to make sense of it. And the more you do it, the better it gets. However, I find that just like, anything else, you're not always good when you're reading. Sometimes you're just off, and allow yourself to be off, because sometimes it's just like, oh, I'm thinking about something and I want to get an answer, and it's not giving me an answer. Sometimes it's because you're not supposed to know the answer, and sometimes because you're just off. So go take a hot bath, maybe Epsom salt bath, go do your breath work, go eat. Sometimes when our energy level is low, it's because we're hungry or we're dehydrated. just you have to have enough energy, body and soul, in order to really get good at this or get good results. So, and also these are your cards. Don't let other people touch it, because you want your energy in it. And if other people did touch it, just try to maybe burn some sage, or I was reading that you can leave it out in the sun or in the moonlight, just next to the window, and it gets cleansed like that, or just sage it. And I also heard that salt also does cleansing. Some people use crystals. I mean, you can Google it. There's so many ways to cleanse, and I don't think one is better than the other. But basically, these are your cards, so you can only touch it, and don't just leave it unattended for others to come and put their energy in it, because then you're gonna have to kick their energy out and put your own energy in it. So that's it. This is just like a detour from what we usually do, but I felt like I always talk about readings and psychics and intuition, and you can buy your deck of cards. If you have any specialty stores around your house, just go and just see which one of them jump out to you. Or you can buy them online. So, they're angel cards, they're traditional tarot cards. Just, they're all the same sort of things, just different names and different graphics, but they all pretty much have the same meanings. And then you can also, the booklet doesn't really give you a lot of answers, just Google it. And then you can find more answers associated to that card. Or if you want to learn more spreads, there's so many other spreads aside from the Celtic spread, but that's what I always use because it's the easiest. That's it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have fun with these cards, and I hope that you tap into your intuition and enjoy that unseen world that is with us and within us and without, is around us all the time. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.